What's going on, true believers? It's your man Keanu Believes. Guys, if you like cryptocurrency, you like making money, and you need the news that's going to get you through the day for cryptocurrency, I'm the guy to do it. And also, you see that sweet reflective light right there? Yeah, you get that for free. This is not financial advice, but I am always right. Okay, guys, we're trading at 1263. That's down 4% to yesterday. Looking at the 15-minute candles, looks like a lot of paper-handed hoes today. So you got to deal with them. These are the people that are going to be unfaithful. But you know what? When the market goes back up again, we are going to go back up too. So it's all good. Don't worry about those people. As you can see, everybody's bleeding just a little bit. We are holding up pretty well. So, moving on. CoinGecko says that the world is crashing down around us, and oh shit, everything's going to hell. There's a reason for that. ETH 2.0 today. Why has that brought the market down? Very simple. If you look at that 24-hour trading volume, we're at 109 million on the day. That supports an almost $2 trillion market cap over the long term. But we're not talking long term, we're talking today. What's the deal with today? Some major exchanges have decided to suspend ETH and ERC20 token deposits and withdrawals during the time of the upgrade. This is done to reduce the trading risk brought about by price volatility and to maintain, I just said volatility instead of volatility. God damn it. And to maintain the safety of user funds during the fork. Crypto exchanges OKEX has made a similar statement as well. BitMEX announced that 3 BitMEX contracts and 2 BitMEX indices will be impacted by the upgrade, that these markets will be open during the fork. Some of the markets are not accepting ERC20 tokens right now or Ethereum tokens until we are live. Once it's live, I believe that Ethereum is probably destined to hit 3,000 today, and it will probably, because of some difficulty that you're finding at 42,000, drag Bitcoin with it a little bit higher. But we'll see. Let's move on. All right, so let's move on. Red Alert crypto campaign gathers support to amend U.S. infrastructure bill. Now, numerous U.S. crypto advocates have launched an ambitious campaign aimed at driving up support for an amendment to a controversial infrastructure bill, claiming that the legislation would usher in sweeping surveillance of crypto holders. An updated version of the bill has been slated as unacceptable for the crypto sector. Fears remain high that the legislation would seek to squeeze up to 28 billion from the crypto sector in the United States. You hear that? The United States is coming for your money. Now, the advocates are urging Twitter followers to back the amendment launched by a bipartisan group of senators. The measure proposes an alternative crypto plan that would seek to force crypto exchanges and other players to relate data to the Internal Revenue Service. So, the government's not going to be involved in your crypto, but the government will be involved in your crypto, which is different from the government being involved in your crypto, because the government being involved in your crypto is bad, but the government being involved in your crypto, yeah, that's good. I have no idea what's going on in America. These people are jokes. Coin Center, a crypto lobbying group, claimed that the amendment explicitly excludes validators, hardware and software wallet makers, and protocol developers from the expanded definition of a broker. The 3 senators' support, however, is not enough. To ensure the amendment passes, the measure needs at least 60 votes if it is to be added to the bill. Crypto enthusiasts and industry players have rallied behind a tool posted in the Fight for the Future website, warning that the bill could kill crypto if passed. The site's author invited the American citizen to enter their phone numbers. Now, we're going to go way off topic for just a second, and I'm going to point something out just so everybody here understands, because this is really an odd time. Elizabeth Warren, if you don't know, look up fakest bitch ever in Wikipedia, and I assume that it will be her face, is out here looking for protection for the little guy, the common person who doesn't have access to being protected. Now that sounds great. That sounds like she means you. That sounds like she means me. That sounds like she's looking out for everybody except those meanies from Wall Street. But that's not what she's doing. I had an exchange on Twitter today, and that exchange on Twitter was, why no move in last 2 months? Duh. Because if no move and it don't go up and down, and because no, when it is, because like where no moon, so I sell. And that's fine. You can sell. I don't want you to be involved in Keanu if you're not dedicated to the product anyway. If you think you can make some money on it, go ahead and bring your money in, stay for a short time, test the waters out, and have a good time. But if you're not in for the long-term hold, I don't care. It's okay, because there will be other investors that will come along that will replace you, and there will be more investors that will replace you. So if you're not into it, that's absolutely okay. But if you gave it 2 months and you decided after 2 months, well, there is no because I don't like, and then there was because no move, because during crypto winter move no, but 2 month no. I don't know what to tell you. You know what? In a couple of months, you're still going to be broke, wondering why you missed out. I can't fix that. You're exactly who Liz Warren is seeking to protect. The shitty investor. The person who puts their money into something and thinks that they have become a day trader just because they bought some crypto, and now they're seeking to max out their gains during a bear market in a crypto winter. That's the rocket scientist that she's trying to protect right now. Think about that for just a second. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about the holder. She doesn't care about the person who knows how to invest their money. What she's trying to do is the same thing that she will always try to do, and people like her will always try to do. And that is, they want equality of outcome. They don't want equality of opportunity. Equality of opportunity means this: you can invest no matter what. You can invest. Everybody can invest. Because when I say you, I mean everybody. If 5 billion people are on the planet and 5 billion people watch me today, all of you are able to invest in cryptocurrency, Chinese laws notwithstanding. What she wants is equality of outcome. What she's trying to do is she's trying to take money from me, the faithful investor, to give more to why no in 2 months it don't do, because when I do bit the buy and the sell. That person, what she's trying to do is create an equality of outcome. And that is why you should never vote for someone like Liz Warren. She's fake. She's not looking out for you. She's not looking out for me. She's looking out for idiots. Now, problem is, all those idiots can vote. So when I say this, I don't mean that Liz Warren, despite that I believe that she's just a fake garbage person, kind of like Rupert Murdoch on the other side, there are some things that she believes in that I'm okay with. I do believe that everybody should help and that everybody should put out a helping hand to aid others who are in need. I believe that we have an obligation as a society to do those kind of things. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is when you're being a lying skeezer. And that's what Liz Warren is. She's not worried about the person doing investing. She's not worried about the middle class investor. She's not worried about the person who's trying to get that leg up and who's faithful. She's worried about, I know F, because when in the two, and there was months, and it was, and then the one that they put the money in, and they didn't, because it was into June and July, because, you know, all the money, but then there's not, and then one of them things is, you know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, those are the people that she's looking out for, because she's an idiot, and when you're an idiot, you represent idiots. Moving on. I'm going to wrap this up with a little bit of a rant today, and I don't want to take up a lot of your time. If you're an idiot investor, you're always going to be an idiot investor. Until you decide to suck it up, until you decide to put your money into something long-term, like a real investor, you're not a day trader. You're not going to make any money as a day trader. You're going to lose money as a day trader. You know why? Because almost every day trader loses money. What you're trying to do is gamble. And when you gamble, you're going to lose. You're going to put your money in, and you're going to put it in at the right time. You're going to get yourself a little bit of Keanu. And you know what's going to happen? We're going to announce a Mac Shawn concert. And then you're going to be like, oh my goodness. Then it's going to go up. And then you're going to make a little bit of money. And you're going to feel like, man, that was easy. I can do that with everybody. And then you're going to go into another chat because now you're confident and you're a seasoned day trader. And you're going to go in there and you're going to hear them doing an AMA. And they're going to say, well, guess what, guys? We got all of this good stuff happening. Plus, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And then you're going to say, I should send my money into them. You're going to put your money and you're going to pull it out of Keanu. You're going to put it over there. You know what's going to happen? Right after an AMA, the price is going to fall. A couple hours later, it might rise. Or what they say is going to happen isn't going to happen. Then you're going to lose it. And then you're going to be like, oh, man. It's crazy. I can't believe that happened to such a seasoned investor like myself. I made money on this one trade once. And that's going to happen because you're not good at day trading. Day trading takes a killer instinct that you don't have. If you had that killer instinct and if you knew what you were doing, then you would have a large bag sitting in Keanu. You would have a large bag sitting in Hokk, Kishu, Shiba, and you would have pulled it probably out of Doge because you know that those coins are going to go up. But with your main money, you'd be doing this in a real market. You would be doing it with stable coins. You're not an investor. You're not a day trader. You're an idiot. The way that these markets work is very unpredictable. When you get a good high off of it, or you get your 100x, you're going to feel like a hero. But guess what? It's not sustained because you're going to keep putting money in and you're going to keep losing. And that 100x is going to pay for it for a short period of time. There are a lot of people who, back in May, were putting out YouTube videos and articles and talking about how it is impossible in the meme coin market for you to lose money because if you just put $100 into every new token that had just a little bit of support behind it, sure, you're going to get rug pulled. Sure, you're going to lose $100 here. Sure, you're going to turn your $100 into $20. But one of those is going to 100x and it's going to give you 10 grand and you're going to be well on your way. Well, guess what? Back in May, that changed a little bit. We covered it up. Part of June, you could probably still make a few bucks off of it. Then we got into late June, and all of the crap was still going on, and it got real bad. And then suddenly, that money wasn't happening like it was happening before, and everybody who was doing it got wrecked. And if you don't believe me, go check any wallet you want to. You can look up and down the charts on every one of these coins. Kishu had Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is one of the top 20 football players of all time. Ronaldinho is what you would call a trendsetter. And guess what? You know what he got out of it? They got a lift that lasted for 3 days before they sunk even further down and down and down, to the point that what they are now doing is they are buying back their own Kishu to artificially raise the price up a little bit, and then they are burning it in order to get rid of the supply because their tokenomics doesn't dictate a constant diminishing of supply. So that's admirable, by the way, which is why I say you should have some money in Kishu because they're not idiots. They're not stupid. They're going to make a good play. The same thing is going on with Shiba. Not the same situation, but Shiba. Everybody's doing good things, but we're in a bad market. And when that happens, it's very difficult for you to make money. And it's very difficult for you because you're an idiot and you're not a day trader. If you want to be a swing trader, which takes a little bit longer, okay, work it out. But what you should be doing is you put your $1,000 into a crypto like Keanu and you just forget about it. Because if you don't have the money, you probably shouldn't do it to begin with. You put your $1,000 in. Then you go find something else like Shiba, because Shiba probably will knock off 2 more zeros. That's about 100x. Not sure if that's the number, but even if it were 20 or 30x, that's a pretty good investment for you to make. So you put $1,000 in there, and then you forget about it because you don't need the money, because you're not doing crazy shit like investing money that you don't have in a crypto winner, thinking that you're going to pay your rent with it, because that's what idiots do. Then you're going to look over and you're going to see Sanshu, you're going to see Hokkaido, you're going to see Saitama, you're going to see all of them. You're going to get a little buzz off of it, and if you have the funds, you're going to put the money in there. Because you know what? Any one of us could blow up 100x, and most probably all of us will. And you're going to look like a genius, because what you did was the long-term hold, and that's going to look real good for you. So that's what you should do. And if you don't, bookmark this, because you're going to be replaying it for a long-ass time. Keanu has a lot of things going on. Things that we can't talk about, things that we're not allowed, things that NDAs say we cannot talk about. But you know what? We're going to be able to talk about it. We're going to be able to talk about it very soon. Some of it anyway. Not all of it, because it's all kind of big. So I have every confidence that we are all going to be pretty well off. I think this is going to play out in a very positive way. But it doesn't happen without faithful investors telling other people that they need to be faithful investors. So I'm telling you, you need to be a faithful investor, because I don't want to answer when or because now on 2 month and it didn't because I happened because it not because why no I put $200 in, why no Lambo. Get away from me with that stupid shit. Anyway, guys, that's my time. Have a good day. Let's make some money. Let's be successful.
I've been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles.